Hi, it's Eric Radke from Sporty's, and we're here for another installment of CFI Tips, and I'm joined by Sporty's Academy Assistant Chief Instructor Dakota Baker, and we're talking about go-arounds. Dakota, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question is, why does it seem when we think and analyze accidents, why does it seem like pilots are so reluctant to go around?
I think there are several contributing factors that can cause pilots to either perform the go-around procedure the incorrect way or actually force the airplane down onto the runway after an unstabilized approach. Just a couple that come off the top of my mind here. Some of the pilots may have been flying all day, maybe a little bit of get-there-itis. They've got passengers in the airplane that want to get down to the ground. They have plans later that evening. I think overall get-there-itis is a major factor that can contribute to either a poorly executed go-around or forcing the airplane down off of an unstable approach. Now, something else, in aviation, there's a little bit of a pride factor with pilots, and I feel, and I've seen it and have heard instructors talk about it, people that do go-arounds in some cases are viewed as people who are either struggling to fly their airplane or are struggling to get the airplane to land. So there's a little bit of a pride factor with doing multiple go-arounds. And just to put that at ease, do as many go-arounds as required to get the airplane onto a stable approach and down safely onto the runway.
So never a bad decision to go around.
Absolutely not.
Now, when you are evaluating and working with students, what are some of the common mistakes that a pilot would make in executing a go-around? Because it's not without risk.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the main issues or common errors that I see is a delay in the initiation of the go-around. Unstable approach, we're getting close to the runway. You know, the closer you get to the runway, the faster things are going to start happening, and the shorter period of time you're going to be able to make a mistake and go around. So a delay in the initiation of the go-around. So I think it's important to remember that any unstable approach can warrant a go-around. Bring it back around and get on a stable approach and bring it in after that. Configuration is another very large common error that I see. And you know, it's power, pitch, flaps, and then make your radio call. I feel that all too often we get the power in, we start pitching up, and then we either forget flaps or we're so focused on making that radio call to make sure everybody in the pattern knows where we're at that we may forget a step. Along with the flaps, once you have completely brought all of the flaps out, configuration-wise, sometimes the airplane has a tendency to become nose level once all of those flaps are reduced to 0 degrees. And in that case, the airplane typically flies in a straight line, building up large amounts of airspeed without climbing. So it's always important to make sure that the airplane is climbing throughout the go-around procedure.
Dakota, thanks. A lot of great advice and tips to take on your next flight. Thanks for joining us for this installment of CFI Tips.